Hi, boys and girls. So, what we are going to be writing about this week is a personal narrative. We all have done our personal narratives before, so we should be familiar with what goes in it. And this time, I really want you to focus on telling all of the details in that story. So, maybe when we wrote last time, we kind of gave a brief description of what happened. You kind of told the story in a way that I could know what's going on, but this time I really want you to add as many details as you can to your story. And we remember that our personal narratives focus on one point or in our lives. So focus on small moments from your life, one time and one place. And when you're writing this, we want to use the words I, me, us, we. You're telling it a story about yourself, and the story that you're going to be telling is you're going to pick a favorite moment from school. It could be from any grade. It could be a field trip you went on, an activity you have done, one of your favorite things that you've learned in class, but it is one time and one place. So if you're telling about a field trip, you're not going to tell about the day after the field trip. You're just going to tell the story of when you went on the field trip, and that goes into the next part. Your story has to have a beginning, middle, and end. And we want to use those transition words like first, then, next, last, after. So that way I know which way the story went in. We wouldn't want to do first, then, next, after. You would want to do first, next, then. You could say after that, last. You want to put it in the order that the events happened. And remember, you want a beginning, middle, and end. How did it start off? What happened in the middle? And then what happened at the end? And then you want to use descriptions. You want to describe people, places, and things. Use lots of adjectives. Remember when I said if you were maybe at an amusement park, what did it smell like? What did you hear? What did it look like? I want as many adjectives that when I read it, I can picture myself in your story. And then I also want you to tell feelings. How did you feel when something was going on? I remember when Julius read his story about the first time or the time he went skiing. He said he was at the top of the mountain. He was scared. I was shaking. I was nervous. I want you to explain how you were feeling. Maybe it's a time you went on a field trip, or it was like a field day and you were playing a game. Were you excited? Explain how you were excited. Were you jumping up and down? Did you have a smile across your face? I want you to use lots of descriptive adjectives to describe how you felt. And of course, I want you to use dialogue. All right, this is where I want to see you guys really expand on your writing. Last time we only had 2 dialogues in there. I want at least 3 or 4. 3 or 4 dialogues in your story. You can have more, but I want 3 or 4. And a dialogue is your character talking. So you could have you saying something and a classmate maybe responding, your teacher responding. And remember, when we write dialogue, we want to use our quotation marks, a comma, and then I said, she said, maybe they whispered it, maybe they shouted it. Use different words to describe how they were talking, and make sure you have that dialogue. If it's helpful, you can add one each paragraph, because it will be a beginning paragraph, a middle paragraph, and an end paragraph, so 3 paragraphs and 3 or 4 dialogues. If you want to add more, remember, you always can. If you have any questions, I'm here to help you, and we can also work on this in small group. And the story you are writing is your favorite memory from school. It doesn't have to be from 3rd grade. It can be from 3rd grade. It can be from kindergarten, pre-K, whatever, as long as you can remember and tell lots of details about it. Okay?